there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Drinking and Yakking. I am here to do a show, and I hope you appreciate the fact that I'm here because I am here. Not live. There you go. Pre-recorded. Eventually I will do live, so bugger off. Ladies and gentlemen, hi. My name is Del, and you're watching Drinkin and Yakkin. It's right there. Can't miss it. Actually, you can because there's so much stuff in the front. Yeah, so welcome to another show, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, as I mentioned, it is still pre-recorded. Although, I did receive an incredible donation, once again, from Mr. Eric Irier, my 5-star supporter. Oh, the banner ads already started kicking in. Whoops. But let me just pop that up right there. Boom! Mr. Eric Irier, thank you, sir. You'll see that in the banner ads as well. But he sent me an incredible donation yet again. I actually told him not to anymore, but he completely ignored me, as always. But sir, thank you so much. And he asked me to promote something called 5th Deep Core Army. I think that's right. Hold on. Wait, let me take a sip first, and then I'll look this up to make sure I'm correct. I think that's the right name. They are on Instagram. If I get the right name, just let me confirm. Sorry. I was right. 5th Deep Core Army, ladies and gentlemen. Go check them out on Twitter. I think they're on Twitter. I know for a fact they're on Instagram. All you got to do is just type in 5th Deep Core Army. What they are, ladies and gentlemen, is a Star Wars group. A cosplay group, and obviously his banner ad already showed the Cobra Commander cosplay, or Cobra Cosplay Canada, I should say. But thank you, Mr. Eric Irier, and because of you and our other 5-star supporter, Mr. James Bade, I'm contemplating coming back live eventually. Not yet, but eventually, ladies and gentlemen, I shall return. You may hear some birds chirping if you ever get a sound of silence, which is very rare unless I take a drink. I have my windows open because it is fucking hot down here. Oh yeah. I've also got a few movie reviews for you. I've got 3 movies to be exact, and an extra one that I did a TikTok for, which I haven't seen the movie since I was very, very young. I decided to grab some wine this lovely afternoon. Morning. Shit. I don't even know what time it is anymore, people. That's right. But I am filming this in the morning, and that's probably why... Whoa. That's probably why you'll hear some birds. Shit, I almost spilled that motherfucker. But anyway, so cheers to you guys, and welcome to the show. Yes. Alright. So what have I got on the agenda today? I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, yes. I can take that away now. Actually... You know what? Speaking of the 5-star supporters, I did put something in here that I do want to talk about. And that is my little thank you photo that I've had for a long time. Now, it was never like this before. It used to be very old, and this was back when I had the Del Morgado show way back. This is also right before I started doing Del Morgado show Unleashed. Not now, back then. I had made this little photo of a banner thing that a friend of mine, George, had made for himself, and I took a photo of it, holding it, just to sort of use that as a prop to put my graphics on there. Every single time someone would make a donation to Patreon, I would use this photo and thank people. Instead of me trying to describe it, which I'm doing an awful job at it, let me just show you what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. This is the old one. Well, the before the new one. So, and this is, of course, from Mr. Eric Irier, who inspired me to make a new one. Actually, I've been thinking about making a new one for a while, and Eric was sort of the final nail in the coffin, if you will. Much like, excuse me, jeez, stupid, excuse me. It's a strawberry wine's got gas in that fucking thing. So anyways, here, let me show you that. So, this was sort of the inspiration behind what I did with the new ones. So, as you can see, the new banner for the thank you banner, which obviously is for Eric, which, oh, look at that. Whoa, Eric's all over the screen. Holy fuck. Alright, so there you go. As you can see, I wanted to incorporate this right here. Actually, let me get my arrows so it makes life a little bit easier for me, just so I can show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. So, as you can see here in the old, of course, yeah, that would be too easy, wouldn't it? Okay, so here we go. So you can see in the old photo here, I have the Patreon logo here at the bottom, and this was only for 5-star supporters. So Eric was the only one at the time. So the 5 stars were located right here. And obviously this is the Drinkin Yakkin logo, and with the big thank you, Eric. And also back there, don't think you guys can really see it, unless you have a big screen like I do. But, well, you probably do. I don't know what you're watching me on. You could be watching me on a cell phone. But if you see right back there, that's an actual photo of Eric. Because he's a 5-star supporter, I figured I would go the extra mile and put a little something else, put a little extra something in there. You can kind of see it. I know it's a little small here, but you can kind of see it. But what I also wanted to do, let me get that arrow back again, is I wanted to make it look similar to now the new look for the thank you banner. So I wanted to do the thank you photo to sort of resemble and incorporate everything as opposed to just Drinkin and Yakkin. I know some people who do decide to support aren't necessarily supporting for Drinkin and Yakkin. They're probably supporting for DFH Studios, or they could be supporting the Del Morgado Show Unleashed. So I figured I would incorporate all three. Actually, I thought of another one, which I was going to put in there as well, but that's a little bit of overkill if you ask me, and that is Art Talk. Some people would probably support for Heinskin, which who knows, maybe one day I'll bring them back if I could ever get some technicalities figured out, which I'm still sort of working on. But thank you to Eric, and that's why I have to show this. He's the man who kind of inspired me yet again. I mean, James did a great job. I was sort of like, fuckers. Like the old line from Godfather 3, I try to get out and they pull me back in. And that's how I feel. But it is thanks to those two gentlemen. Those two gentlemen, precisely, those two gentlemen are responsible for me getting back my website. My website was actually going to expire in exactly 10 days from the server that I'm currently with. I'm not going to mention company names because I could get in trouble. So, anyway, okay, I'll get back to that afterwards. But I did switch, and now I have a new company that I'm with. They were charging in American funds, and they would charge me every 3 years. This one is Canadian funds, and it's a lot more affordable, so I went with a brand new web hosting site. And now I'm in the process of switching over DFHstudios.com to the new web hosting site, and it's because of James and Eric, both of them put together, their donations combined, that I was able to renew my website. Now, I'd say 7 months ago, I kept saying that I wanted to renew my website, and I was hoping to get enough donations for the past 6 months to make it so that I can renew my website, and guess what? Oddly enough, it worked. It happened. So, because of that, I took that as a sign. I was actually going to get rid of the website completely, but I've had that website for over 10 years, so I said, you know what? I can't get rid of it. I found a nice hosting site that was actually very affordable, a hell of a lot more affordable than the old one. Again, I'm not going to mention names. I could mention names of the new web hosting site. That's not a problem, but I'm not going to because they're not paying for advertising. So, if they decide, if I somehow figure out something there, who knows? You never know. You might see a banner ad right here. So, okay, going back to this, which I already discussed that. So now let me go back to this. So, I wanted to now switch up this photo. This is still the same goofy picture of me, but what I wanted to do was, again, make it similar to now the new banner ad, which is located down here, and the thank you banners. So, you guys ready? Because I'm actually very, very happy with this one. I'm very proud of this one. This came out a lot better than I expected. Still a few little things I might tweak here and there, but this is pretty much done. So here we go. It's going to overlap right on top, and it's going to look pretty cool. Watch, check this out. Boom! Sup. Sup. Yeah, look at that shit. Look, there's the old one. Boom! There's the new one. Now, as you can clearly see that now it incorporates DFH Studios, Drinkin Yakkin, and Del Morgado Show, very much like the banner ad down here. And you've got the nice 5 stars dead center, unlike before, which I'll show you guys real quick again. See, it was on the sides. So now it's right dead center, which I think looks really cool. The thank you, Eric, is very predominant still. I didn't adjust that. That actually stayed exactly the same. But what I did, instead of Drinkin Yakkin, obviously, I've now switched it. So the beer is there and the microphone is there. Plus the burning sun in the background, which is obviously the same burning sun that I've used for many years for my DFH Studios logo. Jesus, this feels like an educational show. But I just wanted to make that new look because of Eric, and his photo is still back there. 5-star supporters get a little picture in the back. And I also threw at the bottom here PayPal, which is now the one that I am promoting the most, because Patreon is just not really doing it for me, and quite frankly, I've had a lot more of a success rate using PayPal than I ever had using Patreon. People donate to Patreon. Actually, there's a percentage taken off. I don't know if you guys realize this, but a lot of people don't want to donate to Patreon for some unbeknownst reason. Mind you, Eric was donating to Patreon back in the day, and now he decided to go with PayPal, which is the best part about PayPal is it comes directly to DFH Studios, and it comes directly to myself. Obviously, I'm the owner of DFH Studios, and honestly, I prefer it that way because you skip the middleman. It's just a direct donation. It keeps the show going. It keeps me definitely going when it comes to motivation, and definitely helps. If anything, I was gonna do a live today. I was, and then I sort of not really ready yet. I know a lot of people are very frustrated about that, but all it took, and I've said this to a bunch of people, all it took was one jackass to fucking ruin it for me. And because of that one jackass who took what I was saying out of fucking context, I got really fucking pissed off because this person got upset at me, and I was like, what the hell's wrong with you? So, because of that one individual, people, that is why. So you can all blame one person. I'm not going to say who, but you can blame one individual. I do want to thank Mr. Huggy, Paul Huggy Huggett, from last week. He was making comments on the live video, actually on Saturday, not last week, well, technically last week, but Saturday night when I did the Del Morgado Show Unleashed, my friend Huggy was there, and he was making comments on YouTube, and also James, my new 5-star supporter, he was also making comments on the Facebook live that I was doing. I also do live on Twitch as well, pre-recorded, obviously. So, that being said, and again, thank you, James and Eric. If it wasn't for you two gentlemen, my website would probably disappear. But I took those donations as a clear sign. Plus, I also wanted to take those donations and put it right back into DFH Studios. I was going to renew with the other hosting site, but it was close to $400. And there's no bloody way in hell I was going to pay that much money for a website. Mind you, I had been doing it for many years without even thinking, because at that point I didn't really care about money, and I was sort of thinking that I had more money than I had. Meanwhile, I did not. But now, because I'm trying to be a little bit more smart with my money, they took their donations and put it right back into DFH Studios. Obviously, there's some leftovers, and yes, I'm going to be purchasing a new camera, but I'm waiting for this whole beer virus thing to be done with so I can get the camera from my dear friend Captain Foley over at Trek Yards, which obviously his banner has popped up as well. So, once again, let me mention 5th Deep Core Army. You can go check them out on Instagram. I got to get more details from Eric, and who knows, we may have a banner ad for them as well soon enough, so we'll see what happens. But he did ask me to mention them, so I definitely have to mention them. So, and of course he is my 5-star supporter, so there's no way I'm going to say no to the man. So, all of that being said, what a mouthful. Oh, man. And, you know, here's the funny thing, is I always think I have nothing to talk about, and then I end up doing close to an hour, if not more than an hour show, which really boggles my mind. Sometimes, yes. A lot of times, actually, I do miss the comments. I do. I really do miss getting comments, and I love replying to people. And, you know, last week, or Saturday, I should say, I was replying to Huggy because he was making comments directed towards the show. Even Amanda made a comment or two, and I responded to those as well. But I don't mind doing that. See, when it comes to doing the show, I would rather focus on the show and focus on you guys right now. I do have quite a bit of stuff to talk about today, thank God. Normally, there's some days where I have absolutely nothing, but there's some days where I won't shut the hell up. So this is definitely one of those days. I don't know if I'll go a full hour, but chances are I probably will. I do have some stuff that I do want to play for you as well. I've got some videos and all that kind of fun stuff. Cheers, you bastards. Yo. Yo. Thank you, James. Seriously, thank you, James and Eric, for enabling me the opportunity to renew my website with a new web hosting service. And thank you kindly, gentlemen, for those incredible donations. I really highly appreciate it. And you guys will know by me saying this that your money is going towards a good cause, and it's going towards DFH Studios. I'm not keeping it to buy myself a burger, okay? I keep the money that you guys donate, and I use it towards the show somehow. So, cheers to you guys once again. Cheers to everybody watching, and to also my other 5-star or my other supporters. There's only 2 5-star supporters, but all my other supporters, I do want to thank you, and cheers to you as well. So, thank you for watching, guys, girls, aliens, creatures of the night, afternoon. I don't know. Fuck it, let me drink. Whoa, that almost went down the wrong tube. So speaking of videos, I do have a music video, and this music video I played 2 weeks ago on the Del Morgado Show Unleashed, which is Saturday night at 9. I will be playing an ad for that as well. I haven't played this song in many, many years, and I used to play it on my radio show on realityradio101.com, and I can't believe I forgot to play this one. So what I'm going to do, I played it on Unleashed, so now I'm going to play it here tonight, or this afternoon or this morning, whatever time it is. Yes, it's still morning. I haven't been talking that long. But I will be playing a song for you guys a little bit later. But first comes the part where I discuss movies. I wish I had a song to go with that. Alright, so I've got some movies to review. But before I get into the movie reviews, I must mention something in relation to my latest TikTok video. Whew, that's a lot of words to say in one sentence. But, ladies and gentlemen, I made a brand new TikTok video, and I did this one with inspiration on this movie. Now, a lot of you guys probably haven't seen this movie yet, but I will play the TikTok for you first, and then I will describe to you the movie afterwards. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is a brand new TikTok, and I'm sure you'll recognize who it is. Ah, you bastards. Here you go, check it out.
Hello there. Many years ago I did a movie called Hercules Goes Bananas. No one believes that I did the voice. That's bullshit. I'll show you. I am Hercules. See?
I am Hercules. You know, that is something that my friend and I... Oops, sorry. That is something that my friend and I, we were joking about for many, many years. And we used to know this guy back in college who was a big dude. Like, he was very muscular. And we used to joke so much about this movie. Now, this movie is called, and I said that in the clip, it's called Hercules Goes Bananas. That's the poster for it right there. It has been renamed since. It is now called Hercules in New York. A lot of you may recognize it under that title. It is a very silly movie that was done many, many years ago, back in the, I think, the mid-70s, if I'm not mistaken. It was Arnold Schwarzenegger's very first movie, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, this is before Terminator. This is before Conan. This is way before all that. So this was when he was in his peak. And what happened was they had gotten this movie, they'd done this movie, and they did a voiceover actor to do his parts, because he had a very, very strong Austrian accent at the time, because obviously he was very fresh to the country, to the United States, of course, and his accent was very, very strong. So what they did was they got a voice actor to do the voice of Arnold, but it was a very funny sounding voice. And if anything, that's exactly how it sounded. And we used to joke about that with my friend that was very muscular, and that we used to make him mouth the words, like, and I used to jump in and do that voice. I am Hercules. So I thought about this the other day, and I was like, oh my god, I think this would be hilarious for a TikTok. So that is the original cover of the film. Again, now if you try looking it up anywhere, it's called Hercules in New York. That bothers me, because I preferred Hercules Goes Bananas. It was actually a lot more fitting when it came to the actual film, because the film I haven't seen in years. I haven't seen this movie, but I do recall it being a very silly movie, and the funniest part was the dub over. Now, ever since that dub over release, in other words, the original Hercules Goes Bananas, they released the new one with Arnold's actual voice, and it's actually more frightening to hear his accent than the one that was dubbed. I hate to admit this, but I prefer the dubbed version, because the dubbed version was a nice clean-cut sounding I am Hercules, like very sort of like, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, like a very, it sounded like a Hercules. But when you hear the original, like the actual movie itself with the original track, you're like, whoa, dude. And then you realize why Arnie hardly had any lines when it came to Terminator and Conan, because, you know, I know there's a lot of you out there that love Conan. I know James loves Conan, so I will do it for you. Get down, Conan the Barbarian. But actually, I'm going to show you guys that clip one more time, because I really like this one. I really do. I think it came out pretty funny. I showed it to Shannon, and she was laughing her ass off. And I actually showed it to my friend. His name is Jeremy. I won't reveal his last name, but that's usually what I call him. I don't call him by his first name. I always call him by his last name. I'm not going to say his last name. But I contacted Jeremy, and I said, dude, I did this for you. And I haven't spoken to the guy in years. I haven't spoken to him in so long. And immediately he was like, dude, this is awesome. Like, he loved it. And I got to play this again. So here we go. Check it out.
Hello there. Many years ago I did a movie called Hercules Goes Bananas. No one believes that I did the voice. That's bullshit. I'll show you. I am Hercules. See?
Nah, that's bullshit. Ah. Okay, so, all right, that being done, I'll play, why not? I'll play a few more of these little bastards. They're always short, little, tiny ones. Here's the most recent one, which is doing pretty good. It's not doing amazing, but it's doing all right on TikTok. Check it out.
Baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, baby shark. Get down, there's a shark.
Get down. And this one I did for James, Mr. James Bade, 5-star supporter. Here you go. Check it out.
Hello, Mega J. I just found out about Liquid Avatar. How do I get one of my own? I want one. I want one now. I want a Conan avatar. Come on, do it.
Come on, do it. What the hell is wrong with you? All right. Okay. Well, okay, one more. And I out because this is my favorite movie quote time from probably every single movie out there. Here you go. From Rocky 6, as I like to call, or Rocky Balboa, as the world knows it.
It ain't about how hard you can hit. It's about hit and keep moving. You can take and keep moving forward.
It's done. You know, dialogue follows. Powerful. Again, another one of my favorites.
You're good. You're good. You got a gift. God bless you. You got a fucking gift.
You. You're good. You're good. All right, that's enough of that. Okay, let's move on. So, ladies and gentlemen, this week I've got 3 films on the list, and these 3 movies are just random. What happened was lately I've gotten new copies of older movies. Case in point, I'll tell you some of the movies that I got, and I got new copies of older movies. So I've had these movies forever, and then I finally got new copies just to give you an idea of the ones that I picked up. So I Married an Axe Murderer. I also got Just One of the Guys. I also got Corky Romano, silly movie, but great movie. Well, I mean, So I Married an Axe Murderer, I love it. Like, those are awesome movies, all of them. And I got new copies of them that are all, they're all 1080, good quality versions. So I've been busy watching those, but I decided to break it up with a couple of movies that I've never seen. The first one, ladies and gentlemen, is one that you probably will sit there and be like, I can't believe this guy's never seen this movie. And I'll tell you why. This movie was never really one that was on my hit list. If anything, this is one of those movies that were just like, I knew of its existence, didn't really care to watch it. As I've said lately, though, there have been a couple of signs that usually lead me to certain movies nowadays. For some reason, I get these little hints throughout my daily thing that usually leads me into the direction or path of a certain movie. This one being one of them. And that movie is this one. Deliverance. That's right. That's right. Get over it. Get over it, people. Yes, I have never seen this movie. Never have I seen this movie. Although I knew about this movie, much like I'm sure a lot of you do. I'm sure a lot of you know that Ned Beatty stars in this movie. They also probably know that Jon Voight stars in this movie, and they also know that Burt Reynolds stars in this movie. All I knew was that Ned Beatty was in this movie. Okay? And then I had seen a movie recently, I forget the name right now, but it was one that we had picked at random, and there was a reference to Deliverance in that movie. Also, I had seen another movie 2 weeks later that also had a reference to Deliverance. So I said to myself, you know what? I think it's about time I decide to watch the movie that has been around for so many bloody years, and I have never, ever, ever once thought to watch this movie. But for those of you who know about Ned Beatty being in the movie, you'll know what happens to Ned Beatty. It's not a big giveaway. I've known this for years, and I've never wanted to watch it because that was something I never really cared to see. For those of you that don't know, I know this is probably a spoiler, but then again, most of you have probably seen this movie. If you haven't, I apologize. Spoilers ahead. But the spoiler is this. Ned Beatty gets raped. Okay? Now, I've seen in my day many, many, many movies when it comes to rape. Okay? Generally, it's man on woman. Very rarely do you see man on man or ever seen woman on woman. But this one was, of course, man on man. And I also get a lot of the references that were made in this film. Tons of references that I've heard my entire life and didn't know that they actually came from this film. For example, the biggest reference of them all, Dueling Banjos, the song that we all know. Yeah, I had no idea that it came from this movie. Mind you, I'm pretty sure that they wrote it on their own and then they just used it in the movie. I don't think they wrote it specifically for the movie. I could be wrong. You never know. Sometimes movies are that way. Sometimes they do write for certain movies. Case in point, the Star Wars theme. We wouldn't have a fucking Star Wars theme without... Anyways, that being said, I had no idea that Dueling in this movie, but I sort of knew because, of course, references through many, many years. You got to remember, I'm 45 years old. I've never seen the movie, but I've seen a million references. Also, they've made fun of it in a lot of animated in also movies as well. They've made reference to Deliverance. Whew. So, for those of you who don't know that Ned Beatty gets raped, yeah, he gets raped. Not really a big spoiler because I'm sure a lot of people already know. I already knew this going in, and I was curious to see what this scene was going to be. Now, as I was saying a bit earlier, I have seen a lot of movies with rape scenes. This one reminded me of Scarface. You're probably like, okay, how do you connect Scarface to Deliverance? I will tell you. In Scarface, they do a scene where, this is not really a spoiler. Well, it kind of is. If you've never seen the movie, I apologize again. Maybe I should do a show called The Spoiler Alert. Hey, there's an idea. I was actually thinking about that last night at work, believe it or not. So it's mine. I got it. It's copyright DFH Studios. That's it. You guys can't take it. But what I was thinking, okay, so going back to the Scarface reference and what I'm talking about. In Scarface, there's a scene where Tony Montana, however you want to say it, Montana, I'm supposed to say Montana. He's being tied up, handcuffed to a bathtub, and then they chainsaw his friend to death. Now, what they do in this particular scene is they don't really show anything. Back in that day, back in the time frame, movies weren't as graphic as they are today. So you got to remember, it had to be done in a way that was graphic and yet leaves much to the imagination, exactly how Deliverance did it. Now, Deliverance, you do see a few scenes leading up to it. And the creepiest part about it was I knew the actor that was doing everything to Ned Beatty, which made it even worse, because I've seen him in other movies. Now, this was before Superman. So this was Ned Beatty before Superman. So you got to remember, getting cast in this movie and then cast in Superman is what the fuck? Anyways, so the illusion or the absence of scenes did make it very, very uncomfortable and very creepy. So it was a pretty messed up scene to watch. But I have seen worse, okay? Now, I'm not talking about Man on Woman, because those I've seen a bunch, and a lot of them are horrible. I know that some of the ones that come to mind right now are, what's the name of the movie? I Spit on Your Grave. Yes, the newer versions, not the original, but the newer versions, those rape scenes were unfucking believably bad, and I hated every single second of those scenes. Plus, there was another one in, I think the movie's called Striptease. Horrible movie, and a horrible rape scene in that movie as well, at least from what I can recall. There's been a lot of bad rape scenes. This one, of course, like I said earlier, was Man on Man. The one that comes to mind that was worse than this one, I don't know if you guys have seen this film, I hope you have, but Pulp Fiction. I was even talking about this with my lady the other day, and the scene where Bruce Willis is looking for shit, and you hear the noises, and then when you have that reveal, it's probably one of the worst scenes I've ever seen. And you gotta remember, I've seen that. And then, of course, when I see Deliverance, it wasn't as bad. Sure, it's a horrible scene. It's tough to watch. I didn't like watching it one bit. But I've seen worse. And that's all I'm trying to say. So, if I had seen this movie when I was younger, it might have had a little bit more impact on me. But I saw this as a 45-year-old man when I've seen other movies that, considering this movie was done, yes, tough scene to watch. So I can this because the movie that I saw recently, and I swear to you, I can't remember the name of the movie, and it's killing me right now. It was the dude who was in he was in X-Men First Class. He played Beast. Shit, let me just look it up, because it's gonna bug me if I can't figure this one out. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Okay, so he played the Beast. So let me just find that movie right now. So it was X-Men First Class. Actually, it was in all of them, but I might as well go first in there. He was the one who played Beast, and that's what I'm going to look for, as I'm going to look for him. He, when that was in that movie, and I cannot remember for the life of me. Okay, where is he? Where is he? He's got to be in here somewhere. I know he played Beast. Oh, there he is. Nicholas Hoult. Didn't know that one. But he's in the movie that I'm trying to recall. It's a fairly recent movie, too. Where is it? And it was brought up quite a bit in that movie, which kind of, like, made me want to see this movie. Collide! There you go. That's the one. Collide. Damn good movie. It's got Anthony Hopkins. I rated it the other day, or a few weeks ago. It's got also Ben Kingsley, and Ben Kingsley is the one that makes a reference to Burt Reynolds, which is what I'm going to talk about right now. But obviously there's Ben Kingsley, Anthony Hopkins, Felicity Jones. I was trying to remember her too. But they're all in this movie called Collide. 5-star movie all the way. So, I already reviewed it a few weeks ago. But going back to the references that Ben Kingsley especially made to Burt Reynolds, I saw the movie and I finally got the references. It was hilarious. And What made it more funny was the outfit that Burt Reynolds was wearing in this movie. I seriously pegged him for a fucking superhero. The outfit, I've never seen a shirt like that. I didn't even know they wore shit back like that in the 70s, or late 70s. But I'm telling you, man, it was a weird shirt. Like, the movie itself was just weird. But then you see him wearing this like superhero getup, and I'm like, okay, dude, if that's the fashion, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, okay. I've talked about this way more than I thought I would. So let me give it a rating, in case you guys are wondering. What do I think of the movie Deliverance? I will give this movie 4 stars. Not quite a 5. A little kind of messed up, but not quite a 5. Actually, it was almost a 3, believe it or not. I gave it a 4 only because of the fact that there are a couple of cool redeeming scenes in the movie. But cheers. I forgot I had this. Look at that. Look at it. It's so bloody hot in here that this thing is sweating. All right, here we go. Cheers. I do have some more wine. I'm going to get it in a bit. So, yeah, wait till I go off on one of these other ones. Oh, I've got one. I'm not going to go off. Well, you'll see. All right, so Deliverance has got 4 stars. Let me put this baby to rest. That's probably the worst bad choice of words. But Deliverance was very good. It was very good. And, of course, you got to remember I'm seeing this as an older guy, so I enjoyed it. Good movie, well-told story, and there was a couple of things I was a little curious to know about, but then I looked it up, and I was like, oh, yeah, I guess I missed that. But, good movie. It's worth watching. If you haven't seen it, it's definitely worth watching. It's not as brutal as you probably think it is, though, because I thought I was going in thinking this thing was going to be brutal. But it's not as bad as I thought. It's bad, but it's not as bad as I thought. Again, Pulp Fiction, okay? Just keep in mind where I'm coming from. Keep in mind my background. So, next on the agenda... Fuck. Alright. Fuck. I told you I was going to go off. See? That's what happens when I got the fucking window open. Let me take a sip. This fucking... Oh, fuck me, this movie. Okay, here we go. Alright. Jack Boots on White Hill. Undoubtedly, probably one of the worst fucking movies I've ever seen. There's no doubt in my fucking mind. This was a Team America wannabe. But the difference between Team America and this one are a bunch of things. Number one, Team America's fucking incredibly, awesomely hilarious. This one is pure, wretched shit. Whoever wrote this movie should be spanked, okay? That's how fucking bad this fucking movie is. And I mean spanked with a fucking club, alright? Like, I'm talking like a baseball bat. Like, fucking spanked. Like, almost like, how dare you write this fucking movie? This movie is so fucking bad, I couldn't believe how bad it was. And, not only is it really bad, it's also really creepy. At least Team America was funny because it was marionettes. This one is basically taking Ken dolls and Barbie dolls and bringing them back to life with some really bad animation for the lips. And I'm talking really bad. Very creepy, very weird looking. The only thing I liked about this movie was the attention to detail. I will give certain movies certain things, and that is the only thing that kept me watching the damn thing. Because I was impressed with how much work that they put into this movie, much like the amount of work they put into Team America. Now, Team America was hilariously, hysterically, amazingly funny. A lot of people might disagree with me, but I loved Team America. Absolutely loved Team America. This movie, I wish I never watched. I was curious to see it, because what happened was it was available on one of my sites. So because it was available on the site, I said, alright, well, I'll check it out. Why not? Garbage. Pure garbage. I'm pretty sure you guys will know what the rating will be on this one. It's pretty goddamn evident, but garbage. Pure garbage. Whoever wrote this one should seriously be killed. Okay? Here's another interesting part about this, and it didn't make the movie any better. They decided to throw bloopers. Now I'm sitting there to myself thinking, you know what, if the movie was this shit, I honestly don't believe that the bloopers are going to get any better. And if anything, the bloopers are probably not going to be funny. So I already sort of dismissed the fact that they were going to be funny. So I did not crack one single smile throughout this entire movie. This movie is garbage. And here's the worst part. I went online and I looked up some reviews on IMDb, and people are loving this stupid thing. Don't understand. I don't understand. Now, speaking of loving movies, there are a lot of people that hate certain movies, and the next movie I'm going to review is one of those. You guys ready for this one? Remember, a lot of people hate this movie, but then again, a lot of people like the Joker. And you all know my disdain and my hatred towards the Joker, because the Joker is the worst cinematic film ever fucking made. That's right, I said it. It's a piece of shit. Okay? It would have been better. The Joker would have been better if they had a scene of the Joker dancing to I'm Super from South Park. Yeah. And you know what? I was actually thinking of doing a TikTok on that, which I may, because that would be the only thing that would save the Joker film. My personal opinion. I've never seen anyone do it yet, so who knows, I might actually do it. You guys know, I'm sure you guys know, if you've seen the South Park Bigger, Badder, Longer, whatever it was called, they have the scene in there with Big Gay Al with a song called I'm Super. I know the whole thing off by heart. Yes, I could do it. Fuck it, I'll do it. Bombs are flying. People are dying. Children are crying. Politicians are dying too. Cancer's killing. Oh shit. People are blood is spilling. Oh fuck. Alright, fuck it. I forget the beginning. Let me get to the I'm super. Thanks for asking. All things considered, I couldn't feel better, I must say. I'm super. No, nothing bugs me. Everything is super when you're. Don't you think I look cute in this hat? That would make the Joker better. But anyways, I'm not here to rip apart the Joker, but I am here to rip apart people's thoughts on movies. Alright. That being said, a lot of people flat out hate this fucking thing. But then again, this, I think, is coming from the same people who liked a certain movie called 50 Shades of Shit. I absolutely fucking hate 50 Shades of Grey. For the record. Then I decided to watch this one. This movie is called 365 Days. Now, a lot of people have ripped this movie apart. This was not exactly the way I wanted to introduce the movie, but it does make perfect sense because a lot of people ripped this movie apart. Keep in mind, this is not a typical American film. This is a foreign film. The dialogue that was written in English is very choppy and very not well delivered. Okay. Because you got to remember, these actors are in they're not really English-speaking people, okay? One of those, I think, is Italian, and I think the other one, if I'm not mistaken, is Polish, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember the exact, I think it's Polish. When they're talking in their own dialects, when they're talking in their own languages, beautiful, okay? I had no problems with it whatsoever. But the English scenes were a little bit hard to take. The dialogue was a little hard to take. This is not exactly the most incredibly written script. Jesus, I'm fucking sweating. This movie, though, compared to 50 Shades of Shit, is a fucking masterpiece. I absolutely loved this movie. I consider this movie to be extremely sexy. And when you hear the premise of this movie, you're going to be like, what? Are you on crack, Del? Are you crazy? It's a really messed up premise. It's a very messed up story. I'm not going to lie about that. It's a very messed up story. But the sex scenes, the steamy scenes, if you will, the sexual content in this movie was unbelievably sexy. They got an incredibly good-looking guy. I'm secure with my manhood. He's a sexy son of a bitch. They also got an incredibly gorgeous woman. Put those two together, you have a very erotic, sexy scene. And this movie was very, 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 very sexy. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I'm not really one to get a boner when I'm watching a regular movie, but this one gave me a halfie, okay? It gave me a half steifen, all right? I know that sounds really bad to say. A little bit personal, but then again, for those of you who've known me for all these years, it shouldn't even faze you. But this movie was erotic as hell. It was so damn sexy, I could not believe it, considering the premise. Now, for those of you who don't know the premise, it's right there in the title. Well, that's the untranslated copy of it. But 365 Days is a very messed up story. I could sort of get away because if you look up anywhere, if you look up the synopsis, it's basically an Italian mafia man who wants a woman to fall in love with him and kidnaps her and gives her 365 days to fall in love with him. Yeah. But, and this is where people get all messed up, they say that it's a very violent film. Of course it is. Okay? That's not what I'm considering sexy. What I am considering sexy is the scenes themselves. They're very hot. They're very sexy. They're very... Jesus fucking wine. They're very erotic. Okay? Considering the situation, yes, it's messed up. This movie is not for everybody. Alright? It's not for everybody. Some people will hate it. Some people will love it. I enjoyed it. I thought the story was a little weak, but I did enjoy it. I got into the movie, and, well, see, here's the thing. The third act I'm sort of a little iffy on, but it did not dissuade me from enjoying the film. The acting, again, is a little tough to watch. It's not the best acted film in the world. But when they are talking in their own elements, like I said earlier, when they're talking in their own native tongues, dude, it's beautiful. It's fantastic. I didn't mind reading the subtitles. I was actually like, all right, man, this is good. It actually looks well played out. The content, a little fucked up. The movie's a little messed up. Sorry if this picture, by the way, it is a little provocative. It does show quite a bit. For those, I don't think there's any people young watching this video anyways. Plus, young people aren't really allowed to watch my videos anyways. But to give this movie a rating, that's it right there. It's not a 5-star film, not even close, but it is definitely a 4-star film. I would give it a 5 for the erotic stuff, and I'm talking it is sexy as hell. Okay, you got to remember, you got a very attractive man, you got a very attractive woman, and they're doing it very, very sexily. If that's even a word. But it's hot. This movie is hot as hell. A little rough, but then again, people loved 50 Shades of Shit. And I don't understand why. Why do people like that damn movie? It was horribly casted. Sure, Christian Grey, not a problem. But I hated Dakota, whatever. Is that her name? Dakota something. It's got to be Dakota something. I got to look it up. Because it's gonna bug the piss out of me if I don't look it up. But whatever her name was. But I mean, they got him right. But her? Oh my god! It was like watching cardboard. All right. Hold on. 50. I'm so used to calling it 50 Shades of Shit that I almost typed in 50 Shades of Shit. All right. Dakota Johnson. I think I said, was I right? I don't think I was right. Hated her. And her name in the movie, Anastasia. There you go. Anastasia. And Jamie Dornan was the guy who played Christian Grey. Absolutely hated 50 Shades of Shit. I don't want to call it by its real title because garbage. Pure garbage. And yet people love that piece of shit. I will take 365 Days over that movie any day. Considering that the acting was not exactly the greatest, but the scenes, the sexiness of the scenes and the intensity, that is what made this movie what it is. How did I discover this one? Was on TikTok. On TikTok, ladies and gentlemen, because they had a woman sitting on the couch watching this movie and watching the scene, the steamy scenes, and then she looks over to her husband, he's laying on the couch like a deadbeat, and she's like, great. That is what made me want to watch the movie. So I'm like, holy shit, that scene looks pretty damn sexy. So I'm like, let me check this out. Again, it's not for everyone. But then again, neither is 50 Shades of Grey, and yet people love that garbage. They love that shit. And meanwhile, I will take this movie and I will... No problem. It's borderline 5, ladies and gentlemen. Borderline 5 with the sexiness of the movie. So, just to clear my conscience, here you go. I'm going to give it a 5 for the sexiness. Okay? For the passion that you see in the scenes. Very well played out. It is a 4-star movie, though, because, again, the third act sort of... Not really particularly happy with the... change. There's a change in the third act, which I'm not very happy with. I don't want to say. But if you guys have seen it, email me and I'll tell you exactly what it was. But there you go, 365 days. I thought the movie was fantastic. You guys might have a different opinion. Some of you might find it disgusting. Some of you may find it too barbaric, if you will. A little too screwed up. But then again, you got to remember where this guy's coming from. He's a mobster. He's messed up. And there's a line in the film, again, I'm just sort of trying to help this thing along. He asks her to make him more gentle. Okay? Again, I told you, it's a messed up premise. You're like, what? He's a very forcible guy. Very forcible guy. But with this woman, he loves her enough that he wants her to make him softer. I told you it's a messed up story. I wasn't lying. It's a messed up story. But I shouldn't have even given that away. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Those are my movie reviews. Oh my god, I just remembered I got a music video to play. Holy shit. You know what? I need some more wine because this thing is sweating and it is warm. Here, let me try some more. Hold on. You know, that's the best part about wine. If it gets warm, it doesn't bug me. You know, it's not like having warm beer because warm beer is just shitty. That's why I didn't go with beer today. But anyway. Wow. You know what? I had no idea I was going to go that long. But there you go. The movie's definitely worth watching. For those of you who want a nice, sexy, erotic movie, put the premise aside and just watch it for the porn. Are you kidding? They were sexier than some porn scenes. I've seen porn scenes that weren't even close to this fucking thing. And I'm like, what the... This thing is sexy as hell. Like, I'm sitting there like, what the... Dude... You don't get turned on by this type of movie. What is this, like a... You know? But I'm telling you, man. Sexy. It was damn sexy, baby. Yeah, baby. All right. Yeah, it's crazy. Whew. Thank you to my 5-star supporters, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you guys have seen the banner ads a few times, but let me send out another thank you to the 2 men responsible for bringing back DFHstudios.com, and that is Eric Irier and Mr. James Bade. Thank you, gentlemen, so much. I really, really highly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I really do appreciate it. Cheers to you guys. I'm going to take a break, and coming with a break comes a song that I said I was going to play at the beginning of the show. Woo! I played this a few weeks ago on Unleashed. Del Morgado Show Unleashed, by the way, which is on YouTube. Please check it out. Saturday nights at 9. I will throw an advertising on there right after the song. But I played this one 2 weeks ago. Oh, Jesus, what am I doing? Okay, sorry. It's a song that I used to play on the radio show. And I can't believe I never played it until 2 weeks ago. And that was actually, oddly enough, the 10-year anniversary when I decided to play it out of the blue. It's not like I had chosen to play it 10 years later. No. It was 10-year anniversary, like, a week after. But, wow, that messed me right up. So, ladies and gentlemen, right now, for all of you, I'm going to play a song by my friend Mike Gray. This is a video that I edited, directed, and filmed. There we go. Jesus. And this is an awesome song, and the song is called Surviving the Struggle. And you're about to see it right now, right here, on Drinkin Yakkin. We'll be right back.
Times are tough, man. Things are hard for everybody.
Yeah, man. World's bugging out. Wish everything was right, though.
Yo, that's what it is, though, man. That's life, you know what I'm saying? That's how it's played out sometimes. You know, you can't do really much about it, you know?
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you just gotta sit back, man, and think about all the struggles in your life, you know what I mean? Yo, everybody goes through struggles, man, you know what I'm saying? No matter who you are, if you're a man, if you're a woman, if you're rich or you're poor, we all go through them, B. I'm one of them, trust, surviving the struggle. I'll make that money on the double, but I'm surviving that struggle. Day by day, I live my life by the hustle. Introducing Mike Gray, the man, the myth, the legend. The words that I spit will be the answers to y'all questions. No second guessings, I'm spaced out like the Jetsons. My sins locked in, there ain't no time for confessions. This mind is wicked, it's taken over by demons. Eyes wide open, but it feels like I'm dreaming. Still believing that I can make it to survive, but hate and jealousy is all I see through your eyes. No surprise, my plot is well strategized. I visualize the world and made me think and realize that money was the root of all evil, but evil backwards is the key to success, my peoples. You gotta live, but in order to give, sometimes you sell your soul and then you lose control. Oh no, but don't take it from me, cause that's the way it is for me. When you survive in the struggle, I'll make that money on the double, but I'm surviving that struggle. Day by day, I live my life by the hustle, surviving the struggle. I'll make that money on the double, but I'm surviving that struggle. Come on. Day by day, I live my life by the hustle. It's been a long time coming, but I'm finally here. Y'all walked through the front, so I slid to the rear. Hustling's been a career for many a years. In this game of pain, we shed blood, sweat, and tears. I'm puffing away, rely on Hennessy just to help me make it through today. Tomorrow, the next day, in the life of Mr. Mike Gray. Don't know about the challenges that come my way, so I keep my head high and analyze the sky. I'm just a wise guy, sipping Henny, getting high. We watching time fly, but I'll be the same. Flowing on the mic to get this pocket change. It's strange, the way the game of life's played out. It's like Texas Hold'em poker, you win or you out. Win or lose, you choose to prove no one's better than you. You say otherwise, you might meet your demise. Y'all got to realize that life's a surprise, cause it could be over within a blink of an eye. But don't take it from me, cause that's the way it is for me. So this goes out to all you kids on the street, the family that struggles to make their ends meet. This goes out to all you rappers with no beats, the dealers on the street who like to carry heat. This goes out to those that be ambitious, the ones who pray to God but don't receive wishes. This goes out to all you hard individuals, the ones who had nothing so they become criminals. This goes out to all you young baby mothers who choose the wrong brothers to be your little lovers. This goes out to those who live by codes, the ones that fuck up but they reap what they sow.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Flash Lowlight.
And I'm Nick Nikon.
And we are the Puppet
Razzi. If you are looking for great entertainment for your special event, then Puppet Razzi is the most amazing show that you will ever encounter in your life.
Yeah, we are an adult puppeteer show that is sure to bring down the house. Your house. With great humor, banter, jokes, and interviews with your very special guests.
And hardcore reporting of your event that will mystify you, surprise you, and even make you roll in the aisles.
Let our professional sound, lighting, staging, and puppeteering skills amaze you and your clientele with the absolute best entertainment that you deserve.
For more information on booking Puppet Razzi or to see a video demo of our show, please go to facebook.com/Puppet Razzi. Or email us directly at puppetrazzi@hotmail.com. That's puppetrazzi@hotmail.com.
Hey, that was pretty good there, buddy.
I was happy with that.
Hey, let's go for a beer or something to celebrate.
Well, maybe some mild mint tea.
Okay, all right.
I need to calm down a little.
Beautiful.
It ain't about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Oops. Oh, boy. I don't know what happened there. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I guess because I had forgot to turn that thing off. It just automatically kicked in again. Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Not exactly how I wanted to come back, but okay, sure. Thank you, Sylvester Stallone, for the... But going back to 365 days, I forgot to mention one quick thing, and I thought about it during the commercial. Dirty. That movie is dirty. I'm telling you, man, that movie's dirty, boy. Very dirty. Dirty, dirty, dirty. Anyways, all right. Thank you, everybody. It's about time. It's that time. That time is time to wrap it up. All good things must come to an end, but my ass will be back on Saturday night, as you can see by the little trailer I had there for Del Morgado Show Unleashed Saturday evening. And because my website is going to be back up and running, I will be making a lot of changes to DFHstudios.com. There's some changes that I was supposed to make and never did because of the fact that I thought it was going to be gone by the 17th. But apparently it is still around, and it will be for the next 3 years. So I'll be making a ton of fixings, changes, adjustments. Yeah, some of it's already been fixed, but I didn't continue working on it because I figured it's not going to be around. Why am I going to waste my time? So, ladies and gentlemen, just to wrap things up, we might as well start doing that. I do want to thank you all for joining me today. And look at that, I went over an hour. Hey, party on. I'm back to my normal self again. Yeah, all right, yeah. It's amazing how a few donations will change my perspective on things. There you can contact me right there, ladies and gentlemen. Those are all the tags you can get for Drinkin and Yakkin. And, of course, Twitch and TikTok are the only ones that do not change. And that is DFH Studios. You can check those out. And, of course, you can hashtag it Drinkin and Yakkin and DFH Studios as well. If you guys would like to contact me, that is the email that you can contact me at. There you go, dfhstudios@hotmail.com. Cheers, by the way. Ah, that's nice and cold now. That stuff's awesome when it's cold. When it gets warm, it's a little... But you can also use this email address to shoot me a PayPal, and that is the best way to go. As much did my 5-star supporters. You too can send a donation, and every bit counts, and every bit is definitely appreciated, and it helps. Trust me. So I do want to thank, of course, James and Eric for giving me those incredible donations. I wouldn't have had the website back if it weren't for you guys. I was actually going to get rid of it for good. It was going to go bye-bye, and then because you guys came out of literally nowhere with these magical donations, I took those donations and put them towards the website. So thank you again, guys, for that. But if you guys would like to contribute $1 to as much as you desire, feel free right here, PayPal, and you can use that email address, dfhstudios@hotmail.com. You can shoot instead of going to Patreon. I know the Patreon is still popping up. I got to make some adjustments on that too. But that is the best place to go. I know that eventually you guys want to see some live videos, not pre-recorded, and yes, I will return eventually. Blame that one person, like I said, for screwing up a good thing. And in all honesty, if I had to make or deal with comments tonight, this show would have been a 2-hour show for sure. I'm sure that when I do come back and when we do start making comments, or I start making comments again, I'm pretty sure that's going to be a big-ass show. So what I'll do is I'll make sure that I leave nothing on the plate and just talk to you guys for the full hour, 2 hours, however long you guys want to chat. But ladies and gentlemen, eventually live videos will be a thing for me again. Right now, I don't really want to deal with it. Again, with all the stupidity going on, I'm just not ready to deal with comments as of yet. So at least I'm doing the shows, and I'm actually very happy that I'm doing the shows. And of course, thanks to James and Eric, I am continuing on to do the shows. And even Eric made a joke about that, saying, well, I guess you're not going anywhere, are you? But I do thank both of you guys, my 2 5-star supporters. You guys are incredible guys. And ladies and gentlemen, 5th Deep Core Army. Go check him out on Instagram. I will find out if there are more, but 5th Deep Core Army. 5th Deep Core Army. I have to say it a bunch of times. 5th is in the letter 5. Deep as in like fucking deep. Core is in hardcore. I always think this shit. And Army. Go check them out, guys. You won't be disappointed. They are a Star Wars related cosplay group, and they are incredible. I've met these guys a few times, and Eric is a part of that. Also, there's Eric again. See, he's all over the place now, man. I'm telling you, man. What's up? He deserves to be. Also, for Eric, you guys can go check out his Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Cobra Cosplay Canada, and you will not be disappointed. He is one of the best Cobra cosplayers out there. That outfit is incredible. Incredible. And you can also check out Mega J Retro. He just put up a new video. I think it was yesterday, if not the day before. Go check him out right here on YouTube, and you will not be disappointed. He's got some incredible content for the people that like to see retro style talks and reviews. He's your man. He will take care of you. And of course, obviously, go check out Cobra Cosplay Canada. And 5th Deep Core Army. I'm sure that he's probably not going to appreciate my little description there. But then again, hey, that's the best way to describe it as far as I'm concerned. It's like my name, Del Morgado. Think of it sexually. More God. Oh! Right? Boom. Done. People never forget that, right? So, anyways, guys, thank you so much, girls, humans, creatures, aliens. I don't fucking know who's watching, but if somebody's watching, I thank you for watching, and I appreciate you watching. I want to say cheers to every single one of you guys out there, and I'm actually glad that I'm still here. I don't plan on going anywhere now, thanks to those contributions. And, of course, because of those contributions and me renewing my website, I'm definitely not going anywhere. So, you got me for at least 3 years. It is tough to do this, though. Sometimes the emotions get the best of you, and a lot of times it is very difficult to do shows of this nature, to try to stay positive when everything's just all over the place. So I do thank everybody for supporting the show, and of course the people who are watching and making comments. Thank you so much. Cheers to you guys. You guys are incredible, and I love doing shows for the people who are true and the people that are here for me legitimately. And I really appreciate you guys, and I do. I really, really do. So people, I hope you all stay safe. I want to thank you all for joining me, and hope that you tune in Saturday night for the Del Morgado Show Unleashed right here on youtube.com/DFH Studios. Oh, shit. I forgot I had that up there. See, that's why. It's good to have comments sometimes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I again want to say thank you. My name is Del, and you have been watching Drinkin and Yakkin right here on youtube.com/DFH Studios. I've got 3 words for you as I reach for my button. Cheers, you bastards!